Some people think this trial is a contest of lawyers, or even worse, a competition between political parties. It's neither. It's a moment of truth for America. The evidence will show you that ex-President Trump was no innocent bystander. The evidence will show that he clearly incited the January 6th insurrection. It will show that Donald Trump surrendered his role as commander-in-chief and became the inciter-in-chief of a dangerous insurrection.
That mob was summoned, assembled, and incited by the former President of the United States, Donald Trump.
You're thinking, are you angry? How do you feel?
I'm angry, I'm disturbed, I'm sad. As you say, we're reliving this. We lived it once, and that was awful. And we're now reliving it with a more comprehensive timeline. I know what I was feeling in the Senate chamber when I could hear those voices. I knew what it meant to be running down this hallway with my colleagues. I wasn't fully aware of everything else that was happening in the building, and so when you see all the pieces come together, the just the total awareness of that, the enormity of this, the
Contributor and Cardozo Law Professor Kate Shaw, thanks for joining us again. Kate, how did the impeachment managers do today? And would you say that they presented a strong case for impeachment?
It was a strong case, I thought, Lindsay. I mean, so Congressman Raskin, when he opened yesterday, said you're not going to hear a lot of citations to the Federalist Papers, so it hasn't been this dry constitutional law lecture. I think they have stayed very focused on narrative, but I couldn't help, as a constitutional law professor myself, thinking about the, say, Federalist 65, which is Alexander Hamilton's famous Federalist paper about impeachment, and he describes impeachment as involving some betrayal of the public trust, misconduct of public men. And it did seem as though what we were hearing about today was sort of a textbook case of violation of public trust, essentially to have used the powers of the presidency to seek to deny the legitimacy of an election that you have lost, and to seek to use the power of the presidency and the bully pulpit, the president's speech platform, essentially to cling to power, again, does feel like sort of at the heart of what the impeachment process is designed for, without a lot of lectures about the founding or the Constitution or the Federalist Papers. It was really focused on this incredibly dramatic narrative of both the lead up to January 6th inside the Capitol, and then sort of what the president did or didn't do during the many hours of the siege of the Capitol.
Are you following the impeachment inquiry?
I am. I read the headlines on it and see what's going on. I'm not sure what to make of it yet. I mean, I think that he definitely does shady stuff. I definitely don't doubt that at all. It's a question, do they really have enough to go after him?
Some people say this whole thing is a waste of time and money. Do you agree with that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with investigating, behavior, because I would expect the President of the United States to be held to the highest standard.
What I think regarding Trump inciting a riot back in D.C. on January 6th had a lot to do with the fact that there's more systemic issues going on in this country of hate that he's allowed to bubble to the surface. And, he's standing back and just saying, well, I had nothing to do with it. My rally that day had nothing to do with it. And that's, to me, no different than standing in front of an open container of gasoline with a match, and saying, I didn't know it was going to explode. So he knew exactly what was going on. So I think the Congress did the right thing by impeaching him. I'm disappointed that more people in the Senate, the GOP, can't see what's going on out there. And if they want any chance to save their party, I think they really need to stand up to what's going on in this country.